After losing his teenage son to a reckless driver, a Henderson man has taken his fight to the state capitol.
Lawmakers held a hearing today for Rex's Law, a proposed bill seeking to impose harsher penalties for those driving recklessly. Joshua Peguera joins us live in the newsroom with more.
Brian Kirsten, Jason Patchett is turning his pain into action. This year, the man convicted of killing his son was sentenced to 6 years in prison, a sentence Patchett says was unjust.
The potential sentence of 1 to 6 years in prison does not provide adequate justice for such an egregious case of reckless driving. Simply put, the punishment does not match the crime.
SB 322, also called Rex's Law, would increase the penalty for driving incidents that result in serious injury or death. It's currently 1 to 6 years. This bill is seeking to increase it to 1 to 10 years. Sentencing would also increase 8 to 20 years if the driver is going over 50 miles per hour.
I know that Senate Bill 322 is not going to bring my son back, nor will it increase the penalty for the reckless driver who killed my son.
Lawmakers say there needs to be consequences for bad behavior, and the current law falls short of that.
The state data on traffic fatalities goes back only to 1991, and in 2022, we saw one of the highest traffic death counts in the past 32 years.
Rex Patchett was killed in March of last year in front of Mannion Middle School walking home from a friend's house. Investigators say Jose Marmolejo hit Rex while driving nearly 100 miles per hour. It took several days before Marmolejo was arrested. During his sentencing in January, Marmolejo apologized for his actions.
I'd like to give my deepest sorrows to the Patchett family. I'm so very sorry to everybody.
This bill is about standing up for the countless victims of reckless driving and providing adequate justice for them. It is about helping the next family that will unfortunately find themselves in our shoes.
Now, a lawmaker proposed amending Rex's Law to just a penalty of a 1 to 10 year prison sentence if a driver goes over 50 miles per hour when the offense happens. It remains to be seen, Brian, whether it gets adopted.